Well, add to these names that you've just been seeing: Daniel Amokachi of FC Bruges, George Finidi of Ajax, Efan Okoko of Norwich, Austin Okocha of Eintracht, and Victor Ekpiba of Monaco. The Dutchman, coach of Nigeria, looking on anxiously. The next corner, Rufai hesitating, brilliant goal! Litana! And a shock start to this game. What I talked about nerves. Surely this Nigerian defense suffering there. Look, a clutch of white jerseys, the goalkeeper on the line. He didn't go for it. And up went Litana, solidly into the back of the net. 4 minutes gone. And surprisingly, Zambia in the lead. Wonderful jump by the defender, did very well indeed. Elijah Litana, his first goal of the tournament. Nigeria missing the presence of Stephen Keshi in midfield. He's on the bench this afternoon. He really is the captain of the side. Okafor, the substitute captain this afternoon. And Keshi troubled with a thigh injury as well. This is Nigeria fighting back on that. A thrust there by Amonike, Emmanuel Amonike, only 20 years of age. And one of the young crop of talent coming through for Nigeria. Well, I'm quite sure the Nigerian players are smarting under that blow. They didn't expect that one. Up and over, that's equalizer! The goal coming so quickly there from the man I was mentioning, Amonike. 5.5 minutes gone. Nigeria are back on level terms. A drooping header there, should have been covered. And Amonike coming in from the left, neat positioning, and just puts it away. I think it may have come off Litana himself there. It didn't matter. It was bound for the back of the net. And what a marvelously entertaining start we've had to this match. 2 goals in the opening 5 minutes. Forgotten that if the Cameroon knew how to defend well, then he wouldn't have lost that famous game they had with England. And Zambia certainly proving good organization, except the cat cut there. Zambia in the lead, a couple of goals now for Amonike. And like any defense, well organized, occasionally leaking, and really exposed there as Amonike picked his spot in the net. Well, we had a marvelous start to the first half, and now a repeat. Only one man at the back there, left on his own, Malatoli, the goalkeeper, a superb goalkeeper, quite exposed. And Nigeria, the favourites, are now 2-1 up. That's exactly what they did. Pushing the ball forward up to the pace of Amonike. I did say at the end of the first half that he would turn out to be something special. That's the coach, Clemens Westerhoff. And Zambia have now got to push forward. They've done remarkably well to get to the stage of the tournament, given the tragic circumstances of a year ago. Backing them up though. They've got to watch the break here. Now there's a little ball through, that looks good. Sayeti out to the side. Could this be the equalizer? No, great save. Rufai's in there. And was a push. Well, as I expected, they got the big man forward. And Kalusha coming in there, laid it off to the side. And out came Peter Rufai to foil him. Really deserving an equalizer for the way they've come back at Nigeria. Still, Zambia courageously battling, 2-1 behind. Now Yekini, this is the break I was talking about. There we are, one miss. But there may be others. It happens so frequently. And I think from that angle, it was difficult to tell at first. And what they'll hope to do is hit the long ball towards Yekini. Well, that's a dangerous one. Great save, isn't it? No. Brilliant piece of play there by Zambia. An instinctive save there. Hooked round by Malatole. And down at the second effort there by Rufai. Now, this is the save that really mattered. The first one, as Malatole got his toe to it. And then he gets the protection of the referee. Screaming at his defense. And look how Nigeria are backtracking. That's better play to the edge of the box. Shot and go off the post! What a wonderful shot that was. And that man is getting grayer by the minute. Simply superb, and oh dear, Zambia really deserve an equalizer for the way they played, for the way Kalusha hammered that in, but here's a breakaway. They had to watch. Amokachi ran out of steam. And I'm not quite sure what Westerhoff is trying to indicate. Look at that shot, almost taking the woodwork away. Back way deep in defense. Listen to the whistling in the stadium. Now Yekini, can he knock it back? He chests the ball down, he's got it, scores the woodwork. He took the words out of my mouth. That would have killed it, stone dead. Now he chested it down brilliantly. And it was here he took it too finely. And if he had laid it back, he had Amokachi just lying inside him. And that would have really killed the game off. 2-1 down to Nigeria. Nigeria were beaten in the final in 1984, 88 and 90, but not this one. Nigeria are the new champions of Africa. Onto the field come their entourage of supporters, of officials, and their very tuneful support. Clemens Westerhoff, the coach who really must have been in tenterhooks throughout the second half, as Zambia had so much of the play, is now a relieved man. Off go the Nigerian players to celebrate.